Hey you, get on the stick.
Yo, bring it.
Choose your fighter.
Yo!
How's it going, lads?
Fight.
Bang, bang, bang!
Flawless victory.
Side Quest Arcade.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to Side Quest Arcade. I'm your host this week, Micro Manatee, joined by my IRL friends, Trevor, aka Warhaze Peace.
What's going on, guys? A little less reform this week.
Uh-oh. We'll
Uh-oh.
come back to that in a minute. I'm a little nervous. And the man, the myth, the Boston Bruins fan, fucking cryptid, your boy Silent Reveries.
Yo! Trevor, am I the reason you're a little bit triggered? Could I have something to do with it?
It could be a part of it. It could be. Bryce, is something different about you? Is your hair darker or something? I don't know. I feel like there's something off, but I can't tell because I haven't seen you in, I don't know, 3 weeks? How you doing, bud? You still live in Dallas?
This is a really difficult time in my life. The Bruins are in the playoffs. The Celtics are in the playoffs. It's still baseball season, and the fucking Red Sox are showing signs of life. I'm not sure what to do with myself. And on top of that, I'm like, well, fuck. You know, I live in Dallas now. Stars game was on earlier, then they got fucking shitted on. Look, man, there's just a lot going on. And when it's 80 degrees out, you fucking get the cigar flow and the bourbon flowing, sitting by the pool. There's just a lot of IRL activities at times that take place. You know, so I've been missing a little bit. We went to, plus this weekend had an excuse, was the whole anniversary. Okay,
That's true.
Went to the Renaissance Festival. Wow, dude. Did you see my Twitter post? The Kotsky were at the fucking Renaissance Festival.
Dude, I 100% believe it. They're everywhere, dude.
They were.
I
also didn't realize. I'm like, why are the motherfuckers at the Renaissance Festival dressed up like Star Wars and shit like that? I'm like, oh, May 4th. Okay, I get it. Ha 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 ha.
You're nerds. I don't know. Where did does anybody know where May the 4th started? I don't like Star Wars, so somebody else gonna have to educate me.
Fourth. I think it just sounds the same. I think
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, like, why did it need a holiday? Like, how did this?
I mean, fuck them. I don't know how it started, but there's holidays for everything. A bunch of nerds were like, it sounds like when, you know, all the Jedi say that shit, so we'll make it a holiday.
Dang, Star Wars weebs. I'm gonna get so many ats for saying this.
Rip Chewbacca.
Yeah, fucking
That's
rough.
all I
Rip
know.
Pater Mayhew, man. That's rough. Sucks, man.
Welcome back after your 3-week vacation that you're about to go back on again. You know, next time just send us a postcard, man. You know, I didn't know you watched hockey this much until the Bruins are in the playoffs. Here I thought you had to be Canadian, but maybe the lines are a little blurred now. Maybe there's a little Canadian in all of us. I think that's what I've learned.
The Bruins are one of the original teams, so you don't have to be Canadian.
I mean, all I'm saying is that I think maybe Bryce will come around, do some bags and some milk. Give it time. Let the Bruins win the playoffs.
That's pushing.
Give him a few beers. We'll start him on the bagged beer. There we go.
Oh,
see where it goes.
Man, dude, bagged beer. That could be the next thing.
Coors brought that out for April Fool's Day. They're like, come see our bag of beer. And I was actually excited. That was the first April Fool's that's got me in a while. And they're like, oh, just kidding. Get pranked. Fuck. Come on, man. That'd be perfect for parties. I mean, it wouldn't be good for anything else because you don't want to just leave an open beer in the fridge. Like, that's kind of lame. But it would be all right for, like, getting a bunch of buddies together. I fucking crack the bag open. We'll see what happens.
I mean, is it just like I just imagine like a Walmart bag or something with just beer in it. Just like just empty it out in there. What's wrong with y'all?
I don't know.
I mean, people have bagged wine, and it's fine. Nobody makes fun of bagged wine.
I don't know.
Yeah, but that's also like in a box.
Yeah,
Nobody
you're
notices.
They
right. And they
conceal
call
the
it
bag.
boxed wine. Like, okay, it's bagged
It's almost
wine.
like it's in a box. It's in a box. Oh fuck! Here we go.
It's all over now. Oh boy.
Unlucky, dude.
Yeah.
So
I wanted Boston to win, Bryce, but or fucking Columbus. No.
Yeah. I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah. We're up 3-2. Thanks, buddy. I want him to win too.
Fuck.
Thanks.
brain is
Finally.
AFK. Oh no.
The truth finally slipped out.
Fuck. It's all
Finally
over now.
slipped out.
God.
The refs are trying to give the game to fucking Columbus too, and it just can't. It just ain't happening.
Fuck's sake. Listen.
Granted, I'm not watching the game, so I have no fucking idea.
They had to crank it all out.
Okay, this is what happened, Trevor. Let me explain one goal to you.
go.
One goal to
Here
you.
we go.
I won't even
This
bring
won't
up
be
last
biased,
game.
right?
There was some
Won't be
bullshit.
biased, right?
No, this is not bias. Flint, stop me if this is bias. Okay.
All right.
So, the way hockey around the outside, right, works is there's fucking the glass, quote unquote, and on top of that is a net. So the motherfucking puck, when you hit it out of bounds, it doesn't go fucking sailing into the crowd.
Correct.
The fucking puck hit the net, came down on the ice. Columbus got it, made a pass, and shot it in the goal, and it counted as a goal.
That sounds like a good ricochet. That's a good Hui ricochet
Yeah.
right there.
No, the motherfucking puck would have been sailed off fucking yonder top deck if the fucking net wasn't there. You can't play it off the fucking net up
That's
top when it's
creative.
basically at the
That's
fucking
creative.
Titantron. That's what
Come
happened.
on, bro.
You know what?
It's supposed to be
no,
dead.
you can't do
It's
that.
supposed to be dead.
Yes, play's supposed to be dead at that point. He's right. He is technically correct. That is the rules of the sport.
Yeah, but they're evolving the sport, man. They got to make it more interesting. Throw the
We
hockey
still
puck
won the
up.
game though, but regardless.
All
Regardless.
right.
You just say it. I'm just saying.
Rigged.
Is that
not
why?
rigged enough.
Is that why you're not as reformed? Because you've been missing me? Is that what it is? Or the games
among
got you
other
triggered?
things.
Games got you
Man,
triggered?
Have you ever tried to play Set and Smite? What a boring god. Oh my god.
All I've seen
Let
is
me-
like this battle of Duke versus Weekend. Basically, is what I sum it up to. Like Duke is like trash. Weekend's like no, Set's not trash. What's your
Yeah,
verdict?
I'll-
Trash?
I'll pass. It's trash for me, bro. You know, I'm sure that, Captain Twig's going to come out in like 3 weeks and be like, and show us how this is the best god. But I don't care about Set. I don't know. I just find him boring.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like a more boring version of Kali for me, as someone who really likes Kali. So I'm gonna say trash. Horus definitely the better god, confirmed. And one day I'll see Silent Reveries is online in that game, or any other game for that matter.
I played a couple Smite matches this weekend.
Yeah, 2 a.m.
I mean, I played.
Yeah.
A couple of them I don't remember.
Yeah, I could tell looking at the chat.
Yeah, I finally got my alternate account back set up, so I don't need to play 2 a.m. drunk on my main account.
What are you worried about? Screwing up your casual elo and your main?
Dude, I got 60% win rate. Okay, I'm not trying to bring it down.
Wow. What about all those times you played Loki mid? But
Dude,
not
that's-
as well as me. Not as well as me. That's the thing. Hold on. Loki mids are really good in my hands. Not in
Loki's
yours.
still one of my highest
fine.
win rates. I think it's like Bacchus, Afro, Loki.
Maybe in arena.
All of them overall, dude.
Not
Check the
Flint
new-
though. Oh my God, not Flint though. Oh, let's not talk about Flint in arena.
What'd Flint do? What'd
Oh,
Flint do in
just
arena?
the standard W key
Flint.
feeding that I am
Oh,
patent
okay.
Flint
pending.
is literally in their spawn.
Yeah.
Just
Literally.
checking what's going on. He's checking on the stats. He's doing a recon for us.
Something
he's the
about
real
arena just
sacrifice.
flips in his fucking brain, and it's like, Who is this guy I'm playing with right now?
I want to throw hands, bro. That's it.
Who is this Loki and taking tower shots? What the?
Oh wait.
Wait a second. Oh, wait. Based on the death feed, that's Micro Manatee. Okay. All right. Now I know.
Dude, could be someone impersonating me. You know, like.
Yeah. Could have been one of those Russian characters.
Yeah. Well, you never know, man. Could be well known enough. They're like, I'm gonna fuck with this guy, and start feeding in Loki in your games. At the same time, I'm in voice chat with you. Could happen. I'm not saying it. You can't. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it could. A lot of things could happen. Aiden could not feed in Conquest's jungle. I could lose 100 pounds. Bryce could give me $1 million. A lot of things could happen. But
Bryce
will
ain't
they?
got $1 million. Bryce ain't got $1 million. It's a good.
Will they happen though? That's the difference. Let me write this down. Hold on, that's really good. I got my pen here that I will periodically click to make editing as hard as possible for Bryce as a thank you present for returning.
Okay, I'll fill you in because I haven't filled you in on what I've been doing. Okay, that's my notepad to let you know what I've been doing.
Did you make notes?
Okay,
Did you
listen.
make notes though?
Last time I said I was playing last day of June. I finished it, good as shit. Forgot to tell everybody. I told Trevor and Flint. I was wondering, I was thinking how the soundtrack was good the whole time. Steven Wilson did the fucking whole soundtrack to the game. Porcupine Tree, if you don't know. Fucking good as shit. So I finished that. I watched Hannah on Amazon. You guys seen Hannah?
Seen the movie. Haven't seen the show yet.
Oh, I didn't know it was a movie. Is it the same thing based on the same type of shit?
Yep. Same idea.
Okay.
I think. I
Yeah,
don't know
probably.
how much farther the book or the show goes though.
I've only seen the trailer 1,000,000 times on Twitch. That's it.
Yeah. Watch that. Fucking, what else we got here? I watched Naruto Road to Ninja, Trevor.
Man.
I forgot it was decent.
Did you really make notes? Oh my
Dude, I got
God,
notes. I got to remember. It's got to remember here.
What did I do for the last 3 weeks?
No, but it was cool because I didn't realize, there was a episode where 1010 was in the fucking dream thing from the Ultimate Tsukuyomi, where she went to the alternate universe, and they kept calling that version of Naruto whatever the fucking Menma or whatever too. So I see now they actually kept that theme throughout different shit. Yo, Menma OP.
Menma, yeah, he's something. Not in Road to Ninja, he's not.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fucking. Then I watched The Last. I wish I would have watched The Last before the whole wedding arc. I should have watched it sooner.
Yeah, you really should have.
But, I wish there was somebody who's watched Naruto 8 times that could have told me that.
Only there was
beforehand.
somebody who did tell you beforehand, and then it fell on deaf ears. Man, that's unfortunate.
And then I watched, I finished My Hero. I'm all caught up with My Hero. Season 3 is finally good. The first 2 seasons, I was wondering, where all this hype about My Hero is. Season 3, fire. And
People were hyped all 3 seasons, to be honest. But I do feel you. It's a little bit underwhelming at times.
Thank you.
In the earlier seasons. I will give you that.
Flint, you look like you were about to talk shit on that.
What on not liking season 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Season 3 is way better, so you're not wrong. But I felt like season 1 and 2 were still solid. They were slow. Season 1 in particular was a slow burner. I felt because he has to figure out what the fuck's up with One for All, and he still doesn't really. Felt like season 3 figure it out, but just watching that growth was cool for me anyway.
Even now, he's at 8%. I'm like, this motherfucker about to be OP as fuck.
Yeah, man. I like that they flat out tell you that at this, in season 1, episode 1 too. That was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's in the intro. This is a story about how I became OP as fuck. That's what it is.
Get shit on, nerds. Roll the intro.
So and then I went back and I was like, all right, I didn't watch the movie yet, but I was like, oh, here's an OVA. So I went to watch this like My Hero OVA. It was just a recap of like season 2.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
A lot
oh,
of those.
yeah.
You ready for any? Just I tell you, you look at the synopsis. If it says recap in it, just yoink, throw it out the window.
Yeah.
There's like 1 or 2 recaps ever that have any new information in it.
That's what it was. It didn't say recap. It said special. And I'm like, okay. So now I gotta
read that description.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Fucking I went back and watched, you told me to watch the day Naruto became the Hokage.
Yeah.
I know we watched a little bit of it, but I went back and watched it where it's actually with the teddy bear in it. I was fucking cracking up.
So primo.
That shit was good.
I love that episode. And then they reset all of it in Boruto. They roll the film back, baby. It didn't happen. But in my heart, it did.
Oh, really? So he's not
Yeah.
Hokage yet in the beginning?
No. He's Hokage, but she hasn't activated the Byakugan, so it basically means it never happened. Which is Resident Sleeper. Come on, bro. How you gonna throw that out?
Has Boruto caught up to where the movie took place yet?
Oh no, yeah. That was like episode 30-ish.
Okay.
But this shit sucks. There's a few hints of anything good in there, which is basically just the relationships between parent and child at certain points in the story. Outside of that, it sucks. Fact. I mean, like, there's no argument. There's no argument to be made about that. So, unlucky. Have you started new Attack on Titan season? Because I know Flint hasn't.
No, I didn't. I didn't know it started yet.
2nd episode's out today. Haven't watched episode 2, but it's out. All I'm saying, the season's going to be Pog. The only thing is, I don't know how far the season's going to go. Because in the opener, they show the basement. They show, like, the door to the basement in the end of the opener. So I'm like, are we going to end on that just like them walking into the basement? Or are we going to, like, get literally anywhere with that? Because there's times in the show where they move fast, and then there's other times when they really milk.
I mean, we've been trying to get to this basement the whole fucking time now. I mean, like the show, like they haven't been, but we have. Like,
yeah.
From the very first season, they're like, okay, my assumption is in the basement.
I haven't given a shit about anything else. Just get the stupid basement. Even if
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I remember the days when it used to be like, man, I wonder if it'd be cool if it's like this huge like football field sized laboratory or something, like making all these crazy things. And then now I know the truth, and I'm like,
oh, because you read it.
Oh yeah. I spoiled myself so long ago.
I think you just spoiled us. So you just basically said the basement ain't shit.
Well, no. What I specifically said is it's not a football field-sized laboratory.
don't get your hopes up.
That was my guess. God damn it.
If you thought the basement contained the only computers in the world, sorry, this was not about to turn into a sci-fi. I know you're really gonna spoilers. Spoilers, by the way.
Dude, I love sci-fi, man. I was hoping and praying, dude. A bunch of space marines gonna pull out of the fucking basement, like fucking Titans ain't shit. Gat. Now I'm pissed.
Fucking. I was like, all right, Shanna, let's watch something else. Fucking, I was like, oh, this show is called Roswell. It's gotta be a good sci-fi.
Oh no.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I did not know it's a CW show, which basically means it's gonna be like a love show.
If it's a CW show, just skip it. Just let it go.
Yeah, it's basically gonna be like Vampire Diaries, except now aliens. It's gonna be the same shit. It's gonna have the same actors in it.
2 really good seasons and then like 16 terrible ones, and that's how they fucking format their shows.
No, this isn't. They're redoing it. This is a new Roswell that takes place later.
Oh, so
yeah.
I don't know if a CW reboots an old CW show, does that mean they get the 2 seasons of good graces for stick again, or is it just like keep going?
Wait, who has cable anymore? What the?
Wait, I mean it's on Netflix. It's on Netflix.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
CW
like-
is pretty quick.
infiltrated Netflix.
Yeah, it's pretty
Okay.
quick. I was like, it says season 1, 2019, and it's on Netflix already. I'm like, that was a quick turnover.
Well, maybe they realize nobody watches TV anymore,
Could be.
except for sports.
Even
then
then,
I-
dude. Using the internet for that. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Big Rick.
Using ESPN Online for all of our
Listen,
MMA
Listen.
fighting needs.
that's what. Listen, okay. Where are you watching it? I don't know, Trevor. I got ESPN on right now. There's the UFC fights are on ESPN at this current moment. Okay,
Huh.
that's all I knew.
Weird. My view is like Twitch chat or something. I don't know. I don't know where I was.
Yeah,
It always takes me to this magical place. I have no idea what it is.
this random white web page that just has the fight and then a Twitch chat.
A Twitch chat.
It
It's
just works.
ESPN Online. No, it's legit.
Dude,
It's
they're
legit.
they're minimalist over there.
But now I know what all those Twitch pages are that you go to watch the fight on Twitch, and it's like, click this suspect looking ass link, and like that's what
Well,
it actually is.
it could be.
You never know.
be.
It could be.
None of us have tried. But
No, we're watching on ESPN Plus, man. I don't know what you guys are
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah, I'm still not trying that shit.
Oh fuck.
So then I
pissed
went
at
to
this
your
thing. Oh, sorry, you go ahead, buddy.
which one? The Triple G fight, or which one? No, who fought last night?
Cowboy Cerrone and Alaquinta.
Oh, but the boxing match was last night too. Fucking
Yeah, there was two.
yeah.
Oh, I know the guy's name, but I don't. Guy's
I
name,
got
if
the-
that makes sense. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Alvarez. Some
No,
shit.
it starts with a C. I don't know. But anyway,
Something
no
fuck,
idea.
the
Yeah,
fucking-
so and then I went to fucking Trevor. I went to your fucking page. I'm like, all right, let me sort Trevor's things by highest rank.
Oh.
So that's how I started Gurren Logon. That's how I started that.
Oh,
Yeah,
quality.
if you need a mecha, there you go. There you go. Now, here's the thing. A lot of shows, I'll show you. You can be like, "Wow, I can't wait to watch more of this kind of stuff." Get ready for mecha to not be that. just that genre is one big yikes. Either you watch a bunch of Boruto level shows, or you just enjoy the one or two good ones and just call it a day, which is what you need to do. Trust me, I've tried to enjoy this genre. Man, it is garbage. Flint and I, just like 2 seasons ago, man, we tried to enjoy some garbage, and man, it's weird. When you try to enjoy garbage, it still ends up being garbage. Huh.
Dude,
Somehow.
SSS as Gridman, you
strange.
didn't like that?
Yeah, it felt like that was just one long Power Rangers commercial for a Netflix movie. Or Netflix series, whatever they're doing with that.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be one huge unlucky for me. That was terrible. And I only finished it because Flint was also watching it. I thought Flint liked it the whole time. I had
Oh,
no idea.
I hated it.
And we
yeah.
got to the end.
You're
and I was
both
like,
silently
"Oh, thank
thinking
God."
to yourself, "This show sucks."
Yeah, that's literally what we did. And then we finished it and realized it was just like an Ultraman commercial in a 12-episode format. And it's like, oh, God, this fucking sucked. Thank God I'm done with it.
Is
Thank God it's
Ultraman
only
good?
12
I've seen
episodes.
that shit showing up on Netflix.
I haven't even.
Ultraman is just, that's just like some Power Rangers shit right there.
I'm
It's
refusing to
just-
watch it at a protest just because I don't like SSS Gridman. Like it pissed me off so much.
Yeah, I've seen some Ultraman stuff, and it just, I can't go beyond it. It's just like the mecha mode of Power Rangers, but that's all it is, and then I want to die. So I'll pass. And yeah, Gurren Lagann, that'll be good. Also,
That's-
my list, quality.
Pretty good so far. What the fuck am I up to? It's episode 11, so I'm
It
about halfway
literally gets
through
better
almost.
as it goes. Like,
Yeah.
it is one of the few that is actually going to get better at the end.
I knew something was going to happen because somebody hit me with feels in the chat as soon as I said I was watching it in Discord. I think you hit me with that. So I'm like, all right, something's going to happen. But what happened, I did not expect to happen like so early. I thought it was going to be like feels at the end. No, feels early on.
Oh, there's going to be some more feels. Don't worry. You ain't done. You ain't done. Show's actually good. Unlike Darling in the Franxx, which is an attempt to be Gurren Lagann, but it's garbage. Unlucky. That was our hope. That was our pride and joy. You missed it, Bryce. But there is a season. We're all fans who wanted Mecha to be good, but their hopes in a bucket called Darling in the Franxx, and it was great for about 19 episodes. And then I'm still determining or trying to determine what happened, but here's what I kind of imagine. They went and they browsed Twitter, and they looked, and they took the top 100 ideas for the ending that they could find, and then they put them together, and then that was their ending. And it's weird. No, actually, it wasn't Twitter. It was definitely at least like Reddit, the most downvoted comments, 100%. It was that. Let me revise this. It was Reddit. That or 4chan, some like /A shit. Just
Not good.
It was so bad. Oh my god. I've never it's one of those shows that really upsets me because its premise, it's just like robots controlled by two people, but it's got butt controls. It's just like, it's so over the top and sexual at the beginning. It's just like the gimmick. I'm like, I'm never gonna watch this. This is so trash. And then 10 episodes in, everybody's like, you gotta watch it. I'm like, all right. I go back. I watch it. I'm like, all right, wait, this shit's actually good despite how stupid it is. And then I'm like, oh, wow, this show is actually fantastic. And then episode 19 or 20 rolls around. I'm like, oh, wait, it's the trash I always knew it was all along.
Yeah, there's parts of
Itachi in the chair!
Yeah, there's parts of Gurren Lagann that have made me cringe, too, because of shit like that.
Oh, yeah, I mean, there are certain... it's not perfect, but it's good.
Yeah, best mech for sure, I would say.
Honestly, Gurren Lagann and Darling in the Franxx try and go for similar endings, and it shows how you can the best version and the worst version of the same ending if you ever watch them side by side. You'll understand. You'll understand. Do not watch Darling in the Franxx. Watch Gurren Lagann, and then watch a recap of the ending of Darling in the Franxx, and you'll realize what I mean. And it's just it's just so laughable. Oh my god, when to become an anime podcast? Thank God I'm here.
Hell yeah,
Dude.
brother.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what you do. I don't know
Yeah,
what you do without this.
I started playing this other shit called The First Tree. So I'm still like halfway through that. It's another like walking simulator type game. It's like this fucking dude is telling his wife a story, but the way you're telling it, it's like he's like, yo, I had this dream of a fox. So you're literally like a fox walking around, and you get certain checkpoints, and the dude's telling you the story. I'm like, let's just tell the story. Let's skip all the other parts.
Well,
Can't hear you, noob idiot Flint.
So do we have to do the story? We don't have to do everything else.
Yeah, just read to me. I mean, just an audio book with some pictures.
I was gonna say, you sound like an audiobook kind of guy. Like you could just throw a couple of those on, you'd be all right.
Yeah. Give me some pop-ups, some pictures, good to go.
Oh hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Fucking Flint, you been playing fucking more Dow, whatever the fuck that shit's called?
Mordhau. Yeah, man, I've been playing that all weekend for my pounding headache. I played some Smite with the boys too. Trevor, Naden, and Define Pride. Snow My Mexican. That was fun. Only fed half the time, so it was pretty dope.
Whoa! Let's clarify who fed.
I said I only fed half the time.
Is that when the
okay. I was
Penta?
about
Is
to
that
say,
when the
whoa?
I don't
That's when the
comment on
Penta
other
went
people's
down?
feeding. What's that, Bryce?
No. The Penta was I think that was me, Define, and then both the Andrew, or no, I just call one of the Andrews. Snow Mexican, Majestic, and Nadalia, I think. And Arena. Man, those were some bot players we faced against, but he got his penta in the next 4.
Man, Reddit pisses me off.
Oh,
Did
yeah,
you
I
see
deleted
some of the
that post.
comments? Yeah. Oh, you deleted
I
it?
deleted it for that reason. It was just like, all right, come on. Now I remember why I don't read our Smite. Now
you're
I
super
remember.
negative about it? Because
They were like, "Oh,
Yeah.
look at the fake, like fucking Define got up to run and tell Hatmaster about his fucking penta," and people were like, "Oh, look at the fake excitement for Twitch chat." I'm like, "This motherfucker! Do you know how long he's been waiting to get a penta? That is not fake. That is legit. Like this motherfucker was happy."
Reddit's so disappointing sometimes, man. Fuck.
Our Smite toxic. Can't just let a guy be happy about his penta. Yeah, I deleted that shit the moment I saw multiple comments. And then, like, one person was trying to be positive about it and be like, nah, this guy's just happy. And he got downvoted, like, 7 times. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
This is getting deleted instantly. Jesus Christ. Our Smite, you're so bad.
Way to be linked to then, the players are way lower level and da-da-da. Like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Dude's just happy.
Yeah, I forgot everybody in this subreddit was a pro player. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be. Might be.
Might be. Dude, they might all be world champion Moswell.
Yeah.
Hanging
Holy
around.
shit. That was a rough game to find. So we started doing troll picks in Conquest and as the 5 stack. And I did Poseidon jungle. Define did Artemis solo. No did Phantom mid. I can't remember what duo was doing. But we
Not
were
trolling. We had actual picks.
I mean, they're probably trolling. I mean, Aiden was in duo, so it was probably trolling. But then we get the load in. We're all excited about our picks and how stupid they are. And then we look at the enemy team. Moswell as Achilles.
No, he was Kukala.
And I'm just like, all right. No, he's Kakalkin? Oh, all right. Well, I mean, he's just one of those heavy, like, I'm going to carry this damn game no matter what happens characters. And I'm just like, oh, Jesus Christ, here we go. And Define is Artemis. Man, he got farmed. I mean, I'm like, I tried to gank that lane once and then never again. It was just, it was so bad. It was the meme of the weekend. But then,
I don't think I saw Moswell all game, by the way. Like, Aiden and I were just in our own little ecosystem of duo lane. We're like,
pretty much. It was, the rest of the map was just miserable. Dude was, oh my god. Then, after Define and Flint left, then we got in a game with Biggie, and he was on our team, the coach for Dig. And our ADC was so trash. It was a rando. And then Aiden also was playing jungle on bots, and he was not doing well. And Biggie just called him a literal monkey. Biggie was so tilted the entire game. I was like, oh, I thought we're gonna get some positive coaching out of this. Nope. Dude was just so tilted because this ADC was so bad. He was playing support. Oh my god. Yeah, that's this weekend of Smite. Also, Set sucks. 2019, you heard it here first.
Yeah, man, I've been other than that, I've been fucking smashing people in with the fucking great sword. I always I saw Chivalry and I was like, this game looks super fucking clunky and the concept's cool, but I'm not really into it. And then I looked on Steam and it was like $30. You play Mordhau, 64v64, quote unquote realistic combat, which basically means you die in like 2 hits. But I was like, all right, okay. And it's got like a parry and block system. I'll give it a go. It's simultaneously the stupidest game I've ever played and yet one of the most fun. It's so dumb. You just running around. You know, I got I'm doo-doo at fucking blocking. I just want a W key with my hammer and some idiot with a dagger's like, aha! And then kills me. And so I end up sitting in the back with the crossbow. But basically it's, you got 64 people on each, or no, 64? 32 people on each side. 64 people total. And you all are like running to get objectives. And you can lose if your team feeds their brains out. I think you have like 900 lives total for the team. And then you can also like
900?
900.
How long are these matches?
Like 25 minutes, 30 minutes. You die quick.
All right, people are going ham, I
You
guess.
die
Holy shit.
fat. Like, I've seen people with like 60 plus kills because they just run around on a horse all game and fucking impale people. Like, people die quick, and you don't have like immunity when you spawn. So if you're getting camped, like, it's GG.
You're just dead.
Yeah. So you have that, and then you have like an evolving battlefield. So depending on what objectives you take, like the map changes. So there's one where there's a castle and like people sieging the castle, and if the people sieging start to lose, then their towers start to fall over and like blow up. But now there's new cover in the game that you can use to like move around, and you can bring it back from there. It's pretty interesting. I don't know if it needs balance because like everything kills you in 2 shots, so it's kind of like, does it? The only class that doesn't is the engineer, but he just goes around putting barriers up and pissing people off, including his teammates. So like, I was getting my fucking shit kicked in, so I was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna be support engineer. I'm just gonna go around. I'm gonna build some barricades for people, and we can use those to build as a team. And we were trying to take like a mine shaft. And there's 2 entrances, so I thought, oh, you know what? I'll block one off, so the enemy team can only go through one. However, I didn't realize that 13 of my teammates had run through that entrance, so I put my fucking barricades up that block everyone, and they tried to retreat the same way they came in, and there's like, a huge fucking wall of barriers in their chat, like, you fucking moron, what have you done? And I'm just like sitting on the other side, like waving. Like, sorry guys. And like the engineer class, all you get is a little dinky ass hammer, and you can use it to kill people and fight, but it's mostly just for building. Yeah. And then they give you a loot, so I'm just sitting there like strumming my loot. All my friends are getting murdered on the other side of this barrier. Like, oh, sorry.
Toxic gamers, holy.
Honestly.
Literally.
Honestly, but it's fun as fuck. I would recommend it if you don't mind dropping $30. The servers are stable, gameplay's fun. They have different modes too. If you don't want to do the objective one, they have a battle royale which takes literally 5 minutes to complete. You get dropped into a game.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be sleeper.
What, the 5-minute BR?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's if you can't find a match, you just like do a couple BRs and then you go back into the main mode. But it's only because like the map is crazy tiny and everything kills you immediately. Especially when you spawn and you have no armor. So like some dude just walks up with a dagger, just like, and you're dead. You're like, okay, well, I'll cue the next one, I guess.
Yeah.
Oops. And there's like a wave defense mode where you all like you set up fortifications and shit, and then there's like an AI attacking army, which is pretty fun too. It's kind of like zombies, similar idea. So if you're into that, it's a wide range of medieval based warfare. It's interesting.
Speaking of zombies, do not watch Black Summer.
I've been seeing that on Netflix, and it's like every once in a while I'm like, maybe I'll try it out. Not good.
It's like the first probably 4 or 5, 3 or 4 episodes are good. The way it's done, because you're kind of like time hopping around and it like ties shit together really well. But somewhere around there, like 5th episode or some shit, there's just like a time hop and you're somewhere else and there's no explanation. Like you kind of know based on the characters, like, oh, if I'm using my brain to tie this together, this must be where they are. But like that's not explained to you, so you have to assume it. And then it just goes down this like shitty road of like further time hops and no explanation of what's going on. It starts out good, gets shitty really, really quick.
Yeah. I might skip that one then.
So you could watch it just to see what I'm saying. That could be something you could do, but
I was already not gonna watch it. I'm just tired of zombies.
It's different because these are the zombie of the fast variety, World War Z type fast runs, fucking sprinting motherfuckers. Rather than like Walking Dead zombies.
It's all, I don't know. I feel like pretty much everything's been done. If they come out with a really unique premise that interests me, I'll be down. But
yeah,
It's
was it
kinda
you who
redundant
said
at
the
this point.
post-apocalyptic thing to me?
oh yeah, no, yeah. I
Yeah.
was mainly talking about games, but I mean
Oh.
movies too. Just or in TV show. I mean like all of it. It's just so boring.
Yeah.
We've done it. We've done it all. Humanity dies. Great. Can we do something else now? Please.
The Last of Us.
I'm just so tired of like watching E3 and it's like 50 years after civilization is over.
Hear me
Yada,
out.
Yada yada.
Hear me out. Let's make it the year 2322. So futuristic, but zombie apocalypse. You're hot wiring a flying car to get away from the zombies. How about that?
Hold on. I'm
You got
drifting.
laser guns
Help
to
me.
kill
I'm
the
falling
zombies. Come on, you know, we're just tossing it. Not every idea sticks, you know? Just, you know, a thought.
You're just thinking
Yeah.
about it, dude. Dude, hear me out.
Yeah,
What
you know,
what we
and
go
some
back
thoughts should
medieval
never be
times
spoken.
like Mordhau, and then there's zombies there. How about that?
Ooh.
Yeah, but didn't we kind of already do that with an Evil Dead movie? Can we just leave it at that?
Black Plague, except zombies.
Actually,
I'm
And-
sure that's like a sci-fi film already. Like 100%.
but not a
That
good
had a
one.
$50 budget.
But not
And then on a full moon, the zombies turn into zombie werewolves.
oh shit!
I'm also
Oh.
like certain that's a movie. I'm like,
And then,
look, it's
and then
out.
everybody has sex.
Yeah, I've seen that one. I can't confirm. I've seen that.
Yeah.
That was
wait.
on porno. That was featured.
Hold on. Slight segue. Have you guys seen the movie Zombievers? Have I ever told you about that one?
No, I see where this is probably going now.
It's
Zombies.
not a porno, but
It sounds like it because there is a vampire one like that. That's like a porno, not
No,
a porno,
no,
but it's like one of those soft core like titties out type movies. You know what I'm saying? Like not.
Shanna.
FBI. No, man, it's about beavers that get like turned undead and they attack a bunch of college kids in a cabin, and it was pretty funny. I enjoyed it. Had like the best horror movie reaction
wait.
I've ever
That's
seen. in my
not
life.
the type of beaver I thought you were talking about.
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of
Hold
college
on.
girls too. Like, you know,
Oh,
if you're
okay.
into that. Like, maybe we'll throw it up on Rabbit one time. We'll watch it. You'll enjoy it.
Hell yeah.
Crush a couple beers. It's pretty bad, but you know what? I got it on
Okay.
DVD, so I can
Let
buy
me.
it.
That inspires me to think about something else with a similar premise, but it's an anime. Here, let me explain how I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna sort by least to best, and I should find this pretty easily. I think I already did. Yep. Okay, I'm sure that neither of you have heard of this. It's in chat now.
As long as it's not
It
High
is
School of the Dead,
an
bro.
animated movie, an hour and 10 minutes. And the synopsis does not.
What's it
by
called?
any
What's it
means-
called?
It's called Gyo. Gyo.
GYO for those listening. Check it out.
Tokyo Fish
Suggestion
Attack.
by Trevor. Suggestion by
Tokyo
Trevor.
Fish Attack. It's zombie sea creatures. Like because it's not just fish. It's just like sharks and squids and everything else. It is ranked a 5.57, ranked 9,223 on my anime list for a reason. I don't know. I don't remember what inspired me to watch this. I think I saw just like a little clip of it, and I was just like, "This is so ridiculous." But it's actually, it's it's one of those. All right, so here's how I see the movie rating scales. You know, you have like absolutely amazing, you know, great, all the good.
So
Endgame.
Endgame.
Yeah.
That's
And then
where
you
it
have,
starts.
yeah, sure, whatever. And then you have bad, and then you have so bad it's good. But then there's so bad it's good, but then it's actually no, it's still bad, and that's down here, and that's where this movie sits. I want to like it because it's such a monstrosity, but man, it's worse. Oh my God. Honestly, it's an hour and 10 minutes. It's worth it just to see how bad things can get.
Yeah,
It'll
but
make you appreciate
is it like, I feel when it's bad as bad can be, that's when it becomes good again. It's so
No,
bad,
that's
it's
what
good.
I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. So there's bad, so bad it's good, and then there's so bad it could have been good, but it's actually it transcended that and became bad.
Okay,
again.
I'm with you.
So
I zoned out
we're
for a
on
minute.
that-
Sometimes your voice, I'm like, you know.
Yeah. Is that how it goes? You've
Gotcha.
been taking a nap for 3 weeks. Did I put you out that long? Man.
Oh, got him.
I tried not to talk last episode to bring you back, but it worked, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Dude, speaking of Dungeons
Oh.
and Dragons, that episode was fire, by the way. I truly enjoyed that. I did feel bad for Trevor because he did not have a lot to. But I played D&D.
Yeah.
You first DM sesh. How'd it
First
go?
DM sesh. Dude, it went
How many
alright.
people you got under you?
I got 4 right now. Got my sister, Aiden, sister's friend, and her boyfriend, and they're all playing.
Oh shit.
Man, I had a lot of fun. They seemed to have a lot of fun. They were just like, dicking around, RPing for about an hour, and then we finally got to like the actual start of the module, and we're running through, and immediately, like, Brian's not here, but I'm sure he'll listen to this. When he plays, he rolls insanely fucking high on his monsters. So like, we're always getting hit with some random bullshit that, like, by rights we probably shouldn't be getting hit by. I rolled,
And that's by chance? The
yeah,
rolls
it's
by chance. that
Yeah,
you're
just
getting-
rolling a
yeah.
die. Just rolling like a little, right? You know,
Yeah.
I got a 1 to 20. 1 in 20 chance, getting good. And I almost killed 2 characters immediately. It was pretty close because like I just hit all my shots immediately. Aiden got hit by 1, and he said I rolled once, and I was like, okay, that's a 19. So does that hit you? And he's like, yeah, but you have to roll it again because I get a bonus. It means you have to roll again. I'm like, okay. So I roll again. I got another 19, same number. I'm like, okay, you're getting hit. He's like, no, you got to roll a 3rd time because I have this other bonus that I didn't think about. And I was like, oh, okay. So I roll again, a 3rd 19. And Aiden was just like, fuck it. Fucking walks away. Pissed.
Is Aiden bamboozling you? Is he taking advantage of your noobness at DMing?
No, he was in
That's
fact
what I would do.
correct. He was in fact correct.
Like, oh yeah.
You gotta keep rolling it. I mean, he's only got like he's got as much hit points as a goblin does right now. Oh, I see that food. I see that getting rolled down. You can't fool me, Bryce. I seen it.
Shannon brought in some fucking
Army crawled
pizza
that
rolls.
to you, dude.
yeah.
What the? Shannon, where's my pizza roll?
She's like, I don't want to be shown on camera, so she's fucking laying down, shoving the plate in.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah. Man, I was sitting there like, fuck, I gotta be careful with these motherfuckers. They're almost dead. They got through the first combat, no problem. They killed 4 goblins, right? Took them about 45 minutes, maybe. I was like, yeah, that's pretty good, all things considered. They were like, it was fairly quick moving. We get to the second part. There's only 2 goblins that they have to kill now. It took them 30 minutes to hit one. Not even kill him. Hit him.
Is this where the Goblin Slayer rolls up?
Dude,
Where's
honestly.
Matt when we need him, dude? Where's Matt when we need him?
Oh my god. Bruh. That goblin was pulling some Neo Matrix shit, and it was like they weren't even close. They were rolling like fucking 7s and 8s. the goblin's got like 15. You need to roll 15 or higher to hit him. He's just like, I don't fucking give a shit. I'm a goblin. Dodging everything. Like they just needed to hit him once. Like if they had hit him once, he would have died. No problem. No harm, no foul. Couldn't fucking do it. It was.
It's like me. It's like me in Dead Island. Hey, I'll fucking fight a zombie for 5 minutes before I realize my fucking weapons broke. I'm like, oh, no wonder the zombie's not dying.
Honestly, that's what it was like. And so, like, me watching from the sidelines of Sam B, that was me as the DM. I was like, boys, you gotta fucking just tee him up. You just gotta tap him.
Right.
Like, they hit him once at the start of the fight, and then it made through 3 full turn sets before he got hit again. And I was like, whoa, holy shit. I've never seen someone take so long to kill a goblin. I was impressed. But now I'm like terrified. I'm like, there's more goblins that coming. Like, you guys, there's only 4 of you. You can't even fucking hit one. Oh,
to the Reddit, your first DM experience, the whole fucking party wipes because they literally cannot hit the first thing they encounter.
Yeah, just can't do it. Well, and it doesn't help too. Like when I hit them with the goblins, I'm rolling just a regular dice, so I get like 1 to 6, and I'm just rolling 6s every single time. So I hit the
God mode,
dude. I just get, and they have, and like the tankiest character in the party has 12 HP. So,
oh shit!
I'm sweating bullets. I'm like, okay, here we go. Here's damage, and that's a 6 and a 4, and you're almost dead immediately. Like what? Oopsie daisy.
As a DM, can you just be like, and the goblin ran away? just trying to make something up so they don't die.
Tripped on his own dagger.
Let me just.
Dead.
I mean, you can't see me roll. It could be.
Yeah.
Maybe I got a few more 6s than I let on and went, oh, instead of 12 damage, that's 4. Oh, you got 4 damage.
Right.
Oh, fuck. Well, like, I mean, it's like, because creating a character's not hard, but, you put some time and effort to it. I don't want them, like, especially the new players, they're like, hey, I got this character, and I'm, like, so excited to use it. And I'm like, and you die immediately. That's the end of your adventure. Congratulations.
Yeah. It's going to be a new requirement. I'm going to need a camera on Flint's dice. That's what I'm going to need next.
No. You don't want that if I'm rolling well, bro. You feel like, oh, wait, I'm fucking dead. I've seen people do it both ways, because, like, normally you got a screen in front of you, like a actual wall if you're doing it in person. And so no one can see the DM's rolls. But some people do it out in the open. And, like, that terrifies me. Like, bro, what if you just roll, like, 1 billion damage and you don't have that, like, safety net of going, actually, I didn't roll 1 billion.
It's half
damage.
a billion.
Yeah. Just enough to keep you alive. Just that much. And
Trevor, did I just hear you say you want to play? Is that what I heard?
I was going to say, I want to play, but I want my character to be literal Aiden.
Oh, just Aiden? Okay.
Yeah, my character's going to be Aiden. So you're
Your character gets attacked, you just take a nap.
That's hard.
Hold on, guys. Before we set out on our first quest, I've been up for 28 hours. I need to take a nap.
Give you the insomnia perk on your character.
What have you been doing for 28 hours? Nothing. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So why did you sleep before? I don't know. I didn't feel like it. If you roll 2 through 20, you automatically sleep.
Yeah. Regardless of the action that you were currently in. Run a marathon? Oh, boys, I got a 9. I'm going to bed. See you later.
Yeah, see you guys later. I'll be back next week.
Oh,
Have you? And,
I mean,
well, I hear Bryce might be joining though.
might be adding them in. Might be sitting them down, making the character.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot that goes into it. I got to make a character. I got the blessing from the crew already, it sounds like Flint said. So, yeah, we'll have to figure it out. I'll have to actually listen to last week's episode, XD.
Dude, it's...
Well, I mean, he just told you. They 30 minutes of not killing a goblin.
Yeah.
That's all it is, bro.
Yeah, but I don't know the first thing that goes into because it says I edited last week. I did hear a little bit like some of the questions that were asked and some of the answers that were given. So I'll probably clear up a lot of shit, but I don't know the first thing. Based on last week's episode, it appears that there's certain rules that go into creating characters.
Yeah, but it's man, I got a website. Like I have an account on D&D Beyond, and it's a character sheet creator. So I'll sit down with you and do it. It's dead simple. It's just a bunch of drop downs, and then you just read what you think sounds cool. It's super easy. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, because that seems very like a daunting task.
It is not. It's more exciting because you're like, oh fuck, I get to make this cool thing, and like you just let your imagination go.
Wait. So technically, in character creation,
yep,
Bryce could make his character out to be Boneless Bryce.
Ooh.
Because then he has the RP part of it down too.
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah, bud.
There's there's a way the Drunken Master Monk, and we could probably rework that to be like a bar brawler instead of like a Naruto monk.
That's it. That's what I'll do. And then I'll every fucking D&D I'll stream and I'll just use a fake Canadian accent.
There you go, buddy. There you go. You're already making a character. Easy peasy.
Easy.
Big Daddy.
Oh fuck! I fucking rip a couple darts before I roll a fucking dice right here.
Oh fuck.
If nobody see, I probably said this. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. If you guys haven't watched Letterkenny yet, you gotta watch Letterkenny. That's all I gotta say.
Letterkenny's amazing.
I know I've probably said it 3 or 4 times now, but Letterkenny is today's Trailer Park Boys. Okay, like that.
Yep.
It's fucking good. It's good.
It's some good shit.
Fucking we can't talk about Endgame because I want to talk about Endgame, but Brian's like, you have to wait for me. So
we'll talk about Endgame when it comes out on DVD.
Yeah, basically that's why it's VHS. It's gonna be past DVD. It's gonna fucking be 1990 fucking VHS Endgame, ready to watch.
Hell yeah!
I'm just ready. They remaster Endgame. I just know, knowing how Trevor watches movies, I'm judging that Trevor probably didn't think it was good as most people think it is. I'll just leave it there. Based on Trevor's response, that is correct.
Okay,
that is correct.
Hey,
let me give you
movies. Oh no, you go.
Yeah,
ahead, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say to give you that was a good pickup on the segue. I fucked it up. This is how Trevor watches movies. Me and Trevor, we went and watched Venom together. Okay, and there's this chase scene where Tom Hardy is on the motorcycle and there's motherfuckers chasing him. And me watch movies, brain off, just watching the movie for what it is. He's getting chased, and these fucking the bad guys or whatever come out like through a building and like land behind him. And fucking Trevor's like, where did they come from? They weren't like, because they really weren't coming from that angle, but it made like a cool effect. Trevor's like, where did they even come from? I'm like, Trevor, who fucking cares where they came from? But Trevor,
my follow-up was, where are the cops? This chase scene's been going on for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Dude, but to me, I'm like, I don't care, dude. It looks fucking cool. It's fucking looking awesome. Trevor's like, it makes no sense. I'm like, who cares?
Like, nah. Black goose shooting out of a dude's arm. Like, man, I'm not paid enough for that. There's no union dues for that. Fuck that shit. I just want to.
Why did they throw a bunch of smoke bombs and then go fight this guy? That's a tactical disadvantage to them.
Yeah.
Oh, I still remember some of it. See?
Yeah. Yeah. So that, based on watching Venom with him, I can only imagine based on Endgame. But I would still think overall you enjoyed it, Trevor.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good.
Okay. All right. So speaking of movies.
Oh, Sonic the Hedgehog. Trailer came out. Jim Carrey looking fresh. Dr. Eggman, no complaints there.
I was excited about that, dude. I was Jim Carrey. And it's like old school Jim Carrey based on the way he was portraying the character, I think, right?
Yeah. He's doing it. He's back in his top form. Looks like. But then everyone saw what Sonic looked like.
Unlucky.
It was rough. It was a rough look for young Sonic, and people started memeing, and then like
I'm not even. Go ahead.
Okay,
I'll get to my gripe after.
Look. People started memeing him. Artists came out of the woodwork and said, "Look, I can make it look more like traditional Sonic in like 5 minutes. Not that hard. What the fuck, guys?" Personally, I was ready to just let the movie Sonic looks like an abomination. It is what it is. That's how they want to make the movie.
Won't have to watch the movie. There we go.
I'll go watch Detective Pikachu and I'll be fine. The director got on Twitter, said, "Listen, we heard all your negative feedback. We understand. We want to make this character the best it can be. So we're going to rework the movie. We're going to make Sonic look more like OG video game Sonic." And everyone was like, "All right, cool." that was it. There was enough complaints, I guess, that they're changing it up.
But then there's complaints of, I hope they're getting paid. Hope those animators are getting paid their overtime and yada yada. All right, here's my conspiracy, Bryce. I'm taking it over. I know you wanted the next, but I'm taking it.
Go for it.
Here's the conspiracy I've had since the moment I saw this, and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna redo it." I was like, I fucking knew it. I've been waiting for anybody, because there's been so many of these like troll remakes, like live action remakes, that it just like, why did you think this was okay? Like animation wise or direction wise?
You've been dealing with this for a lot more. I feel like because you every fucking time they live action remake an anime, you're like, no.
And it's not just Americans, the Japanese. I will call on the Attack on Titan movies before anything. They're so bad. Also, all right, I'm gonna sidetrack on that real quick.
Kakagurai or whatever the fuck it is.
No. The Attack on Titan movies, the live action remake, or the premise of a good chunk of that is that they're somewhere in Europe, quote unquote, and they're surprised, and they make fun of and like bully Mikasa because she's half Asian. They don't know what an Asian is. They're just like, oh, it's some mythical land somewhere or something. They don't fuck. And then Japan's like, yeah. So here's what I thought. How about we make the entire cast Japanese? That's how we'll do it. I mean, the whole rest of the live action movie was terrible. But back to my original point. Yes, 1 million of those Attack on Titan movies in forms of other things like Avatar: The Last Airbender. I can't even think of the rest because my brain wants to block out that trauma. But everyone knows what I'm talking about. So I've been waiting for someone to put out some garbage and then be like, oh, we listened to fan feedback and we've done this. Bruh, I bet you the original, like that trailer is just a trailer on its own. The movie looks nothing like that in the first place, and they're just sitting back like, jebaited.
Ooh,
they did exactly what we wanted. Because, like, I mean, they know what the reaction's going to be. You don't have to be a marketing genius to know. And be like, I wonder how people will receive a Sonic that doesn't look like Sonic, outside of being blue in some parts. Like, you don't even have to put that in front of a test audience. It's just like, yeah, people are going to hate this. So, genius idea. Nobody's going to want to watch this movie anyway. Because it's Sonic, and also Detective Pikachu's going to be way better. So, big brain play. Let's start some controversy. Put Jim Carrey in it. And then we fix the controversy. Still have Jim Carrey. $1 billion plan. Right there.
That has to be the only reason. That has to be the only reason. You know, now that you put that in perspective for me, it really changes how I view it. My argument, I think, because you hit the nail on the head. I was bringing up The Last Airbender. Fucking whammies have been listening for a while. No, M. Night Shyamalan. How this motherfucker can pronounce Aang's name wrong.
It was English from the beginning. It was an English show.
Like, you still said it wrong. It's just like, did you at least watch any of the show? Obviously not if you cannot pronounce the main character's name correctly. So with
His name is Naruto.
yeah, with this, that can be the only reason. They're like, we're going to meme a trailer, but how can we make sure people know it's a meme? Going with your theory, Trevor. Oh, I know. If they don't understand how it's a meme based on how Sonic looks, let's have the fucking song to the trailer be Gangster's Paradise.
Yeah, right? What was that? We gave Sonic teeth and Gangster's Paradise. What the?
Sonic runs fast. That fucking gangster shit I ever seen in my life. I fucking never seen no shit like that.
You guys see that Reddit or Twitter post where it was somebody mapping out how many babies were killed by Sonic's little EMP?
I didn't see
It was
that.
so fucking funny. It was just this guy mapping out like how many babies would be on some kind of electronic support just after birth that he just killed with an EMP.
I saw another one that
Oh,
made a
no.
good point. In the trailer, fucking Sonic dodges all the missiles coming at him, right? It gets real slow motion. He's fucking flipping. I'm fucking fast as fuck, boy. And he fucking, early on the trailer, got slept by one fucking sleep dart. Oh, you couldn't
Yeah.
dodge that, bud? You fucking couldn't dodge that one. Like, what?
Dude, it's spoilers. He has to unlock the power. You know, he's only like 20% when the dart fucking fires off, and then he's.
Oh, I see what you did there.
know?
My hero shit right there,
Yeah.
right? Okay, all right. So my whole point this week was, like, when I saw the trailer, and once the director came out with how they're changing shit, Trevor's probably right this whole time. We've been bamboozled. But I thought this was a very, like, tied in with our entitled gamers thing. So that's, Brian said, I don't think it's entitled. I think it's execs not understanding audiences. So to me, that's AKA, let's make a Sonic movie, even though I've never played Sonic in my life. Or watch the fucking animated show, or watch anything Sonic related. And failing hard. It was viewers being so repulsed, they were pre-showing how their spending habits will be. But that's just it for me. Like, we have in our mind as gamers, this is how Sonic looks. So if you're going to make a movie about Sonic, this is how you're going to make Sonic look, or else. Or else. And that's like obviously it's nowhere near as bad as the conversation around Fallout and shit like that, and where we've seen gamers questionably be entitled before. But this was just more like, yeah, it is. Like, hey, like, fucking, this is a shitty version of Sonic. But it's a shitty version of Sonic because us as gamers who fucking grew up, like, when we were little kids when Sonic first came out. So we have this thing in our mind, like, this is what Sonic looks like. Looks like this, no way else. No pants on Sonic.
Yeah,
Not that there was pants on
it's
Sonic.
no
supposed
teeth.
to look like
No
I
teeth.
linked it in the
No
chat. What he's supposed to look like.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Just in case you didn't know.
Yeah, nah, thanhanks, man.
You want to
I'm not-
describe?
Oh yeah. So Trevor linked Sonic is supposed to have. Sonic is she. So that's where I said looking at the picture. I already say it's she. Sonic is supposed to be thick, big ass titties, and looking at them missiles with her tongue out and heels. Dude, that's it. How the fuck you think Sonic ran so fast all this time? Sonic had heels on. That's how fuck up the extra giddy up.
Thank you, Twitter. Righting the wrongs. Unwriting the false stories told in history. Sonic was a woman all along. We've been lied to.
Oh,
Damn it, Sega.
Look, man, I wouldn't have been mad if they had kept it as it is. And I don't think there's anything wrong with saying, like, yeah, man, I'm not a fan of how Sonic looks. But I wouldn't have been mad if they had just like stuck their gun and said, "Nah, fuck you. He has teeth, and you're gonna have to live with that for 2 hours." I'm not mad that
But
they
it's like,
changed
do you want
it.
me to watch it or not?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's just people voting with their wallets. I didn't see any. Because to me, Entitled Gamers was like when the people that made that were playing Spider-Man on PS4 were getting like so mad at the developers they were sending them like hate mail for not putting in like the Spider-Man 3 suit or something like that.
Right.
Something inconsequential. I thought, like, from what I saw on Twitter, it was more just like, hey, I'm not gonna go watch this movie because it's a fucking Sonic looks like a fucking Chernobyl abomination. I'm not gonna do it. If you want to make that movie, go ahead, but I'm not gonna watch it. That was more what I saw, and I feel like it is a little entitled because you're basically saying like, I want to dictate how you make your movie, but at the same time, you know, I don't have to sit in a theater and watch it just because you make it a certain way, I guess.
Did you guys play Sonic the games when it came out before?
I don't know that I played it when it came out, but
Is there a point to Sonic? Why is he run? What's he doing? What's the end game?
He's stopping Dr. Eggman from taking over the world, basically. They like the plot gets more convoluted like the later it goes, but I think the first ones are just like you beat the shit out of Eggman, stop him. I think he turns all the animals into robots. I think that's like the plot of the first one. But as it goes on, it's just him like taking over the world in different ways.
Okay.
So, there's a plot, kind of. Same way like Mario had a plot though, right? Where it's just like
he's saving the princess.
Yeah, it's real simple. I mean, maybe Sega thought they could one up the Mario movie because the Mario movie was pretty fucking bad. If you guys remember that one.
Dude, the Mario, listen, that's like nostalgia.
The Mario TV show.
Come on, bro. Come on.
The Mario show.
That was scuffed. All of it was scuffed. Oh my god.
I feel like people love the Mario movie though. I guess that came out before people had a platform to bitch, though. Right?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Like, write to your local newspaper? I didn't like the Mario movie. I'm 7, by the way.
I was born. They didn't have me to lead them in the
Dear Abby.
True. Yeah, Dear Abby. My mom took me to see the Mario movie, and it upset me. So I want to let you know about that.
I was triggered.
Yes.
Well, Trevor, if you're letting people know that you're triggered in video games now, and you're playing an Xbox, you better do it in a much nicer way.
Absolutely.
Oh, dude, man, you should have heard me back in the Xbox days. It was good. I mean, like, I don't know that I put myself up there with the top 10 YouTube greats of, you know, we've all seen those videos on YouTube of the MW2 lobbies. You know, I'm not sure that I was that level. I was more just really angry, and I think my trash talk game was better, which actually made it less clip worthy. You know, I think what's great about those early MW2 lobbies is it just made no sense at all, and that is easily when I interview for a job, I mentioned that is easily my weakest contribution. Unlucky. Bry's AFK looking at his phone.
I can't pull up Discord on my fucking computer since I'm recording the video. But basically, fucking Microsoft came out with this big article about how you should fucking trash talk now.
They didn't. Microsoft knows. There's no going back after MW2.
I'll pull it up. Now, this is framed as wholesome. This is Kotaku saying, man, this is wholesome. And I mean, I understand what Microsoft was trying to do, because they're saying, hey, man, just maybe don't use racial slurs in your lobbies, which that's a fair statement. Like, coming out saying that, I can get behind that. Yeah, man. Don't be shitty.
At Matt.
The way they worded it, though, it makes it tough for me to understand. Like, get sexual threat. Can't believe you thought you were on my level. What is the actual word they're doing there?
Get fucked. get fucked, I guess, or like
Oh, okay.
get
Whoa,
Sexual
whoa,
threat.
TOS.
Whoa.
oh well, no, I guess it would be like get raped or something like that. Like
Whoa,
No, get fucked.
TOS.
You were probably right. You were probably right.
yeah, both of those. Yeah. Yeah, basically they provided examples of what you you shouldn't say and then like what you should say instead. And it was just they could have just said like, "Man, just don't use this stuff." And then instead just, say the rest of the trash talk without the racial slurs. Like just take that one part out. You're all right, man.
They didn't even put GG no re as a good one. Like, come on, at least use some like things that people would actually say.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
come on, bro.
I don't think I've ever said like cheap win. I mean, I've never said totally
Yeah,
expected
like,
from a racial
come on.
slur either, but like the whole statement is pretty bad. I just not cool. Here's some trash talk that is acceptable. Get destroyed. Can't believe. So basically, it's just like they're just substituting the profanity and the racial slurs with just like regular words, which
They thought Trump was out here playing Xbox.
yeah, I think so. I think that's what they were doing.
You suck. Get out of my country. Maybe they'll let you back in when your KD's over 1. No. I don't know nobody's ever said that.
Yeah,
Nobody's ever said that.
Mate, I wasn't in that lobby. I've been in a lot of MW lobbies, but that was I don't remember that one.
Maybe it's just because I mute everyone that sounds like they're fucking 10 years old. Like when I play online, if I hear a high pitched voice, I just mute. I'm like, nah, I don't, because I almost think like at that age, yeah, you know what? Maybe this is good for little like 10-year-olds to say like, hey, here's some guidelines. But just as a rule of thumb now, like in this day and age, if I hear a high pitched voice, it's getting muted. And
Dude, the old days of squeakers. Oh my god, that's nostalgic.
Yeah,
I want to macro some of these, dude, and copy and paste it in a Smite after game. Come at me when you actually drive without running cars off the road.
What?
Just
I didn't see that one.
post in
We're
my
playing
Smite lobby.
Conquest. Oh, yeah. Well, the article's a good read if you want a good chuckle. I respect what they were trying to do. I understand what they were coming from, but yeah, it just came off really silly from the outside.
Basically, don't tell people to kill themselves, don't use racial slurs, and don't use sexual threats. Is
Don't
what
say
they're
things that would
getting
get
at.
you banned in Smite. Like,
Yeah.
easy. Or any
Just
other
call 'em-
game.
Just call him Poop Dink. You'll be all right. Try that one for size.
Yeah.
All right.
See, that's what's confusing. It's like, gamers shouldn't speak this way. Yeah, but you get banned in game for saying this kind of stuff. So it's like, yeah, we already knew. Come on, bro.
And it's funny. They're not telling you to not talk shit. They're just like, talk clean poop.
Yeah.
Like, just be nice about it. Don't be nice. Like, don't stop saying bad things to your opponent. Just say nicer bad things to your opponent.
Still make them feel terrible, but just don't use racial slurs when you do it.
Just say like LG is shit or something. Dude, hold on. Speaking of shit.
Did you
talk-
see that video?
Yes. Oh my god. All the dude, Australia and Europe freaking rapping out there, bud.
I didn't know people hated LG that much everywhere else.
I think it's for a different reason. I
If you guys didn't, I think it was like a
Call of Duty. It's
Call of Duty event where the player is getting interviewed, and they asked him if he has anything to say. And he's like, I got one thing to say, and he's like, LG is what? And the crowd's like, shit. And he's like, shit is what? And the crowd's like, LG. It's fucking awesome. And they fucking went into like a whole I thought I was at a soccer match for a second there. They went into a whole fucking big ass chant.
EU crowds, holy cow. Dude.
Yeah.
They got that soccer practice. I mean, no, it's soccer. I don't care. But then Australia was repping too. Australia had, I mean, like it was CSGO, Resident Sleeper, but the crowds were hype.
Yeah.
So NA's got to step up, real talk. I mean, like, easy. And NA crowds are like Sleeper by comparison, but I mean, it's pretty tough competition. Australia, though, coming out of nowhere. Australia, what sports you cheering for? Like, what? You guys
Rugby?
got sports on that end of the world? I
They got
didn't know.
rugby out there. Probably some cricket. about
Probably.
it.
We have no idea.
No, I know they
Think
got
might
rugby.
play
I'm pretty
tennis.
sure. Oh, fucking. Yo, your boy's SSG, Trevor. I could just mention
What
that.
happened there?
Hold on. At 12-year-old in the chat, that's his boys. Let me make sure that's clear. Not my boys. At 12-year-old, who's crying right now as he listens to this, because SSG, man, they're bad. Holy cow! Smite, by the way, for anybody who's lagging, man. SSG is a dumpster fire. Unlucky. Can you imagine?
I forgot who it was. Somebody tweeted out like, well, for the record, SSG just wanted to make it a 1v1 to make it fair. To make it fair, that would have been better for them. Like, it would have looked better if that could have been done. I would have said that too. Well, bro, I mean, I wanted to make it. It was just one game. I mean, yeah.
How about make it close?
No, that's not what they're trying to do. They were trying to make it. They were trying to reset it. They're trying to roll back the games, and be like, the penalties never happened, and they're like, no, they forfeited 2 games, so we can't do that. Because here's the big brain thing: SSG was like, all right, hold on, guys. If we let them go down 2 games by forfeit, and then we lose all 3 games, we look terrible. But if we let them have those 2 games back and then they 3-0, then it's not so bad. It's just normal SSG.
Yeah.
But man, unlucky. Benji oversleeping ended up being like the kryptonite to SSG. Even more so than they are the kryptonite to themselves. Incredible.
Feels bad.
gameplay.
Alpha Jackal just getting there and they lose like this. Like, obviously not his fault.
Yeah.
But I feel like it looks so bad that it's like, we got this new coach. Oh yeah, we forfeited 2 games and still lost the best of 3 series.
Even me, dude, watching, like, when I heard the forfeit, I was just like, oh, Alpha Jackals with SSG, all right, like, there's a 0% chance they throw. And then, if you watched me in chat that day,
Like, oh no, what's happening?
yeah.
Yeah. You're like, they might. They are. Like, really fucking
I was
changed.
rolling, dude. Oh my god, I couldn't believe it. It was just so abysmal. It was like one of the biggest esports throws of all time, where you have this huge lead. You have like literally, you have the entire deck. Your opponent doesn't even have a card, and somehow you still lose. Come on, bruh. Unlucky. Speaking of esports, though, so Overwatch. We didn't really ever talk about it. Overwatch is going to localize next year, and that's going to be huge. That's going to be nice. They'll take that big first for esports history. But Blizzard announced this week, or technically Activision Blizzard, that they're going to take it a step farther, and 5 of the Overwatch League owners have bought teams in the inaugural Call of Duty. I don't know what they're calling it. But basically, they're Call of Duty's equivalent of the Overwatch League, where they're going to localize Call of Duty talent and teams to, inspire that kind of city-driven hype. So, I think it's Atlanta, New York, Toronto, I can't remember all, Dallas. I'm missing one. But there's 5 teams so far. They haven't announced much about the league or when it'll start or anything. I'm assuming it'll start 2020 or something. But could Blizzard Activision be pushing the new bare minimum? I know that other leagues have done it before. I know leagues got their own thing. But by having more games than just one using their localization method, could they then set the trend for everybody else? And is it good? Right now, there's a couple things I think of initially before I drop this question off. One, right now it's the same owners. So, if you own the Dallas Fuel, they also own the Dallas Dallas Call of Duty League is going to be, or team. So it's not like, here in Atlanta, somebody owns the Falcons, somebody owns the Hawks, stuff like that. It's just
Everyone
kind of
owns
monopolized.
everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. Two, this means that these games can't die. Like Call of Duty, they already confirmed it was a $25 million buy-in. And I'm done with the argument of, is that really worth it? Like, I still think it, but at the end of the day, like, the argument is, yes, it's worth it if they already spent that money on Overwatch League, and then they're like, yeah, I want to do that again for Call of Duty. Clearly, they're making that money back. It's just I don't know how. But this means the games can't die. It's not like, Realm Royale, where it can just fall off the face of the earth one week after being, the hypest thing on the planet. You have to keep these games running, and they're gonna do it. So I'm kind of conflicted on that. I mean, even with Overwatch, though, they found a way. They're finding ways to make sure that even when its own community turns its back on the game, they'll reel them back in, one way or another. Call of Duty, they actually already have been doing pretty well after, like, Call of Duty World War II and all the other garbage titles that came out for so long. Even though World War II,
World at War was the best.
No. There was World at War, but then there was Call of Duty World War II, which came out like 3 years ago, and that one was trash. Which that was actually the game they were really trying to like restart everyone's love with Call of Duty on, and man, it sucked. But they revitalized that franchise too, and people came back with new Black Ops and started loving it. I mean, they kind of choked a little bit, but they're doing the run back. Here's the thing. How do we feel about so much money being poured in the games that they literally just won't kill it? They will make sure that no matter what, it's going to live. Because I feel like that in its own is kind of a monopoly. Like, games, I feel like at some point should just die. Or they should, have some kind of sequel, something like it needs to die. But the same way, like, what if Overwatch just lasted for 20 years? Like, one game, not a sequel. We haven't seen that before. But what if?
I don't know how I feel about that, because I feel like it invites a lack of innovation for game developers if you can just keep a game on life support. I don't want to say life support, because I mean, I'm sure the people that love Overwatch, but there's no reason for Blizzard to improve the product past like game balance, really.
Well, actually, I'm gonna call you there, because I kind of think the opposite. I think that this is where these devs can come out with the best stuff, the first of the world stuff, like Fortnite. Fortnite has done so many world's first. I mean, they've stolen some content, but there's plenty of content that they've done before anybody else, and they're setting the bar on some things. As much as I don't play the game, like even like this weekend when they had that new unvaulting event, and then they destroyed in a world event Tilted Towers through that lava thing, the volcano eruption, like all that stuff. It's just like, it's not the first game to have world events, but it's the first game that I think has the publicity of world events. And then Overwatch is, I think technically the first game to really deploy a workshop that is PC and console friendly, and like a full out workshop that can be edited, not like Halo Forge or something, or Fortnite creative mode, something where you can like base level redesign the game. I think that in a way they may not come out with the best versions of the things they innovate, but it does force them to come out with new content that can't, or hasn't been done, or that hasn't been done in that genre of game before. And then I think maybe the good part out of that is that other devs will be like, oh, I really like that idea, I want to expand upon it, and then make this new title that really takes one part of a game and runs with it.
I see both sides of it, because like, okay, like where Flint was coming, right? I think anyway, is kind of what we see with Grand Theft Auto right now, where Grand Theft Auto comes out in Grand Theft Auto 5, and instead of coming out with Grand Theft Auto 6, they come out with Grand Theft Auto 5, expansion pack this, expansion pack that, expansion pack this, expansion pack that. It's dying. No Pixel comes in. Now it's revitalized itself with role-playing, so what the fuck? You don't need to come out with fucking Grand Theft Auto 6 for however long. So it's just the you don't need to innovate as much with a new game because you just keep pushing out content for the same game. And I guess you're still being innovative within the game itself. You're changing shit up much like Fortnite does and everything. But it stops you from needing to think about what's next because you think about what's current and let's just tweak it a little bit to make it fresh, quote unquote.
Even
the difference
things
with
like a new game engine too, like you don't need a new engine if you're just playing Overwatch.
Yeah.
Forever, right?
Yeah. Well,
The difference I see with Overwatch and Call of Duty though is Overwatch. Much like League of Legends is League of Legends. Smite is Smite. Fucking Dota 2 is Dota 2. Call of Duty they come out with new games every. So how do you mandate that within your
I'm really
league?
actually curious about that. What they're gonna do if they're gonna just maybe ride this game out. Like what if Black Ops 4 was the last? And have they announced a new one? Did I miss that?
I don't know.
I would have heard it by now.
Are they still doing the dual developer shit though with Call of Duty?
Well, it was like 3 or 4 developers, I think. But yeah. But my thing is, did they
New
announce
one will be
before?
revealed end of June. They'll announce the new one.
Oh, okay.
And then it'll probably be released like
November, October. See, yeah, and that I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know, because it's harder. I feel like to appease investors in that sense because you have so many changes. You don't have that base game to rely on people liking. It's just so much more volatile, especially with Call of Duty titles. Like the amount of times we've loved and hated different titles is insane. But after what Bryce was saying, it made me think of actually an argument I've been making forever that I forgot and kind of was contradicting in my own speech here. I hope this is the last Smash game they ever put out. And I hope that they just continuously load this thing with features and enhancements and new characters for the rest of the time, because they can milk plenty of money out of us. There's no point to make another one in my mind. I don't like. What are you gonna do with the next one? You literally already have every character from all the previous games. Unless you just restarted with a whole new line of characters, which would be terrible. I don't see what else you could do. And I don't want them to do anything else. Do not release another game. Just keep enhancing this one and call it a day. And I feel like that's kind of what they're doing, because they're adding feature after feature. I feel like every month we have a new set of features that are actually really enjoyable. But I don't know. I mean, wait, Nintendo's going to come out with a new console in, 5 years or something. And we'll see what they do. But I hope they just port it over, honestly. Because that feels like a game. Maybe Call of Duty's not the game, but Smash definitely feels like the game that we're at the peak of it, and in the sense of like, we don't need another one.
I like the localization idea for any game, so that's the main gist of it, right? If we did something for like Smash already has shitload of local tournaments. So if you could find that, now granted it's tough because it's 1v1, right? But if you could find a way to localize that somehow, to put like big money backing behind all these localized tournaments, that could be cool. But the idea of like 5v5 team-based environments of local teams to try to get it, I understand that. I think it's a cool idea. I don't know if Call of Duty is the game.
Guess we'll see. But here's my thing. You put $25 million into it. Somebody told you a bunch of stuff that's going to be like worth that $25 million. I mean, granted, Call of Duty fans, like the people who show up in those arenas, they're dedicated. That's been proven time and time again.
Yeah, and Call of Duty's out of my scope of shit I like anymore, right? So I can't give I don't tune into Call of Duty streams. I don't know how popular the fucking game is still. So I could be talking out of my ass. But me right now thinking, I'm like, why?
DZZ.
Yeah, why the fuck would you put that in Call of Duty in 2019?
Yeah. I think in Smash though, I'd love to see it with Smash, especially since how grassroots it is. But I've never seen Smash as a game where I care about the orgs. It's just like it's not Cloud9. It's I like Mango, or I don't like Hungrybox. I can't. Oh, he's Team Liquid, but like I don't identify Team Liquid as him, or it's Hungrybox. I could not care less. So I feel like that is as much as it could be like a really great starting point for that kind of marketing, because of it's already like the work's already done for you. It's just personal brands. Like,
yeah.
I don't think they could ever push teams. But we'll see what comes out of this Call of Duty thing. I mean, like they've just announced so little already. It's just, hey, we have some big investors, 5 teams, 5 cities. Atlanta's one of them. Take that, nerds. I mean, Dallas is one of them too. So Bryce and I good.
I gotta cheer for Toronto. Fucking put me to sleep. Put me to sleep.
Time will tell if this league will put us to sleep. In the meantime, though,
we got some community challenge shit to get to, Flint.
Fuck yeah, brother. We got some community challenge to get. We didn't do one last week because it was a 3-hour episode with a lovely guest. We didn't want to make it 3.5, so we figured we'd do it now. It's a double up, so we're gonna talk about accessibility in gaming real quick. I know it's been a couple weeks, but want to read your responses because there was a few we missed. And then also we wanted to hear about good dick kicks and your thoughts on data mining.
I thought we finished last week. We revisited everything last week. Did we not?
No.
Ooh,
Okay.
sure didn't. We were gonna, and then it was like 2 hours 45 minutes. We're like, you know what, boys?
Yeah. No, I think you're right.
Yeah. So let me just. All right. All right. So going back to accessibility, you coming in says, in Fire Emblem, a tactical RPG, you have 2 things to worry about: completing the objective and not letting your units die. Fire Emblem has permadeath, so if they die in Chapter 3, they are dead and not coming back, unless you use the one-time res staff you get in late game 20 chapters later. This means you have to make decisions where life is always on the line. You take that hit, that's 65% hit rate against the boss. If you hit, you win the chapter, but if you miss, that unit might die, and you would have to either restart the chapter to get them back or go on without them. This is how the game is designed. You get more units later. There are room for mistakes. But this is thrown out the window with casual mode. In casual mode, your units don't perma-die. They just retreat and come back next chapter. This makes the game much easier, but also you lose that decision-making that I mentioned earlier. You would always make the choice to take the 65% because if you miss, you lose nothing. At that point, is it even the same game?
When games come out with these, like ability to play something that is super casual and a super challenging level, I look at them with less hype than a game that's just super hard. That's just my personal perception, but I feel so less incentivized to play like the nightmare modes and stuff like that, where it's, I feel like if your game is all nightmare mode, I'm more willing to play than a game that tries just to appeal to everyone. Just whatever, however you want to make your game, just make it for that. If it's too easy, then I won't play it. If it's too hard, then whatever. That's fine. Like I said, the market's so saturated. We don't need every single game to be, as easy or as hard for every single person. Certain AAA games, they want to do it, sure, but like, doesn't need to be an expectation. It's
Bro, I
think that
need
making
Football
expectations-
Manager 2022 to be fucking hard as hard can be. You think managing a football team is easy? I don't think so.
I mean, have you tried? It could be.
Dude, they need to add the Robert Kraft DLC where you get caught in a fucking salon parlor.
We get you get fucking details released by had fingers in your butt. Man, there's nothing wrong with that, but
No, it's just, you know,
I mean,
add some difficulty. Now maybe your players don't want to fucking play for you.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah. I mean, if marketing's a thing in these games, then yeah, that's total.
right.
Yeah, it's hard, man. Zelato says, I firmly stand in the get good category. Part of the thrill of the game is the achievement of persevering through the hardship. If you want to enjoy the storyline and can't mechanically get through the game, go watch a playthrough, which I think was definitely a point that we brought up when we were talking about it.
Think I ever played The Last of Us? Nope. Watched it like it was a movie.
Oh, yeah, brother.
I hear you, brother. Also, don't have a
Developers-
PS4.
Yeah, that's true. Developers often have to cater to the masses enough as it is, and diverting from the original ideas because of a money-hungry publisher. Usually this waters down the gameplay to reach a broader audience, and the hardcore fans immediately grow tired. If you aren't dedicated enough to watch anime animations and learn the attack patterns, you don't deserve to experience it firsthand. I only say that because I'm trash at Dark Souls. I dedicated some time, but not enough. I gave up and watched the rest of the way through. I'm glad there was no easy mode, as it still to this day remains one of my favorite games. Okay. Fair
Yeah,
point,
I
man.
feel that energy. Just let the publisher argument. I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm. Nevea said, I suck at Souls-esque games, but I wouldn't ask for an easier version. There's something so incredibly satisfying getting past a part you've been working on. Bonus points for a good story. It keeps the drive of wanting to beat the boss going longer. I think that being said, I like the way Cuphead handles the difficulty level. Sure, you can play on easy, but in order to progress to the final stages of the game, you have to complete the levels on the harder difficulty. That is true. That is Cuphead. Cuphead was unique that way. I did like how they handled that, and I think that worked well for platforming game. I don't think it would work so well for an RPG. But I think Cuphead, the way it was designed, they could do it.
Yeah, Cuphead's one of them games where like easy is the only way I'd ever play that game because it looks so fucking frustrating to play that if you made me play on a super hard difficulty just to beat it, I'd die a couple times. I quit. I'd never play it again.
See, I'm not.
But if that's the only way you can play it, guess what? I'm just not
Yeah.
going to play it, and that's it. I'm not going to bitch about it because I don't give a fuck. I'll watch you play it.
I'm surprised. You know, I thought we'd be in line in the whole. If you die a couple times, then you just slam the controller, and then I'm going in. Your mom's like, "Why you keep playing that game? It makes you so mad." Mom, shut up! I gotta beat this level.
Yeah.
So that was me growing up.
Mom.
No, fuck that.
Yeah, bro, come on. We ain't that hot pocket energy out here. We ain't falling for that marketing. All right, we gamers are individual people.
We're a G Fuel. A G Fuel. Sorry.
Gamer Fuel.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was the hype. Even if it was like I was, you know, the games I was playing as a kid, a lot of them weren't like Dark Souls level, but it was that thrill of the hunt that I just died 10 times and I tilted off the face of the planet. Early days of Tilted Trevor, by the way. And you know, then I finally win. It's like, yeah, you know what? This game sucks, but I'm gonna play it.
I'm gonna beat it. Suck my dick.
I'm gonna beat it. I'm gonna show it who's boss.
Ragnafinity coming in says, I think Celeste is a game that absolutely nails difficulty. At its core, Celeste is a punishing and extremely difficult platformer, which is integral to the game's plot as difficulty is used as a narrative device. However, it has an optional accessibility option in its menu labeled Assist Mode. When you click the option, a small pop-up appears to tell the players that it's not the way that the game is intended to be played and is recommended to play through the first playthrough without it. But everyone is different and there is no need to stop you from enjoying their game. With this option, you can tweak a ton of different things, such as how many jumps you have or up the game speed. If you use assist mode, you get a small permanent stamp on your save file that says Assist Mode. The save file is where you have all your achievements and the completion percentage of your run. This keeps the integrity of the hardcore players, since if they haven't got the stamp on their saves, then they're the coolest. I love hard games. Bloodborne is in my top 3 games of all time, but first and foremost, games are about having fun. Difficulty acting as gatekeeping, fuck you mechanic is not fun. I agree that there's nothing that feels better than slamming your head against the wall for hours until the moment you finally beat it, but nothing feels worse than wasting tons of hours trying your hardest and failing over and over again. And in the case of Sekiro, being punished for it, knowing that you wasted your money on a game that you'll never be able to beat.
Bro, you think if I go bowling and bowl a 300, you think I'm going to tell you the bumpers were up? No, I'm going to tell you I bowled a 300. Keep that motherfucking stamp off my game with how I'm doing in it. All right? Fucking hey.
I feel like that's just like an interesting mechanic I wouldn't want to see in all games. I think that certain games could pull it off, and that'd be fun. But if I saw that across every single title, it'd just tilt me.
Yeah, I'll be like,
come
that's
on,
like a platform.
Give some diversity. Sure. Yeah, put some diversity out there.
No problem with that. Okay, so those are the rest of the accessibility ones, just because we recorded early, and as soon as we released the episode, we got like a barrage of fucking submissions. So you could get yours read out. So moving on to the last one that we actually issued, we were going to talk about data mining, and we were going to talk about dick kicks because we had just watched UFC, and we also wanted to see because we had some opinion shift on data mining. Dep Nation comes in and says, dick kick story. I've always been a chill guy in all aspects of life, but if you come at me, I will make you regret life. One kid learned this the hard way. Back in high school, we were playing football. Second game of the year, I'm on D. Also a big guy, so I'm on the line. Ball snapped, and one of the linemen on the other team starts throwing gut punches at me. We're on the side, so the ref can't see. I tell the guy off and get set up for the next play. Same shit happens again. I'm done. Third play in, ball is snapped. I'm not going for the QB. I'm aiming to punish this boy. I hit him so hard he falls on his back, and I run over his body, making sure I crotch stomp him. Dude was out for the rest of the drive. When he came back, he was on the other side of the line. Get wrecked, shit stain.
Oh, shit.
Got him.
Oh, shit.
That's a gnarly dick kick, dude. You fucking crushed him, too. That's even worse. You got gravity on your side.
And the motherfucker is right across from you. It's not like you crack back. There was no, like, blind side hit. Motherfucker just one-on-one inside, right in front of you. Fucking mowed him over. Dick stomp.
Get fucked. Thoughts on data mining. Dudes just need to fuck off with the data mining. Let the company announce the shit themselves. I don't want to see the unfinished product. The only time where I'll even consider condoning data mining is if whatever is uncovered can influence the game on a large scale or breaks the experience for others, i.e. exploitable bugs that need to be addressed. Even then, use your powers for good, not evil.
I'm going to hold off my opinion till the end here.
Yeah.
I feel that. Or, should we leave with our opinion here?
Trevor, it's your show. You fucking do what you want to do, bud.
Kick her off. Let's see what Trevor's got. We only got 4, so we can just do like alternating. So fucking have at her, buddy.
All right. So I'll do my data mining thing here because I feel that energy. I used to be in the data mining and following it and seeing what was gonna come out ahead of what was gonna come out, and man, did it ruin releases. It was just like every release became boring, and even if the actual release itself was so much better, just because I knew like the base of it everything just sucked. And I hate that because I ended up hating it, and I still do. It just ruins the experience for yourself. Like what good do you like? So what if you know early? Guess what? You can't do anything with that information any earlier. Like,
guess what?
What are you gonna do? Go play that character? You can't, idiot. It's not out.
My rebuttal to that. All these fucking conventions we have. E3. This Borderlands fucking thing we just had. The fuck you gonna do with that till September? Nothing.
Yeah, but at least it's like
Nothing.
through like here's the art and everything. Like we have a control of what we're gonna show you for now, kind of thing.
No.
Instead of just being like here's little tidbits that
No.
may be taken out of context.
It's like you're about to bust, and then they just took it away. Can't even nut now. You go wait till September to nut.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I feel your argument too. I mean, to me, that's a separate argument because I do want games to be released much faster. Like, I understand you have to build hype for a marketing purpose. Like, in order to sell more copies, you really have to cultivate hype in the community. But I love this whole train of like at E3, like, hey, so do you guys like that? Well, guess what? All you people at home, I mean, screw you people IRL. All you people at home can literally go log and play that now. I love that.
Yeah.
That is like, something I will always praise because it is, take advantage of that hype in the moment. And I'm down for it every day of the week because especially in E3, there's so many times I watch and I'm like, man, there's probably like 7 games I wanted to play out of that, and I can only remember 2 of them just because I watched 100 games back to back get talked about. But I do think that's I get what you're saying there, but I still feel like it's kind of separate. But
I just thought of that. I just threw it out there to see what would stick again there. Sometimes, I just throw it out there. I know it's completely different. Some random dude sitting in his fucking quote unquote mom's basement data mining shit versus a developer giving you real life fucking shit. I understand. I just think it can potentially be the same cock tease with why you're like for that specific argument about how it kills hype for you when shit's released. Doing these early advanced things has the potential to kill whatever the excitement you would have if it was released without you knowing that's what it was going to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I feel it. But I think with data mining, like when something gets announced, it already has like some time before it gets released. I mean, some games are different. Some games like Overwatch. Overwatch is like, hey, here's this thing we have for you, and then they immediately it's already out, But then you have like Smite that's like, yeah, well, we're announcing it. It'll be out in a week or 2 or 3 or something. So I think that kind of tails into like, maybe the game's going to generate its own hype, prior to it being released, even still.
Right.
But move on to the next one.
Aye, Captain.
Thank you, Captain Flint.
From Zelatos comes in and says, as a content creator, I love and support data mining. It gives hype and creates chatter, even if it's inaccurate. Speculation sometimes is even better than the actual product. That is his thoughts on data mining. And you know what, man?
Yeah, I feel that.
I was in that boat 100%. I was with you. I'm like, fuck it, man. Like, Smite specifically, hear about the new god. Like, the data mining didn't give a ton of information. Like, it would give you the basic description of their abilities or what was in the game. And it was like, oh, fuck, that'll be cool. And it made me excited for patch notes. Now, man, I'm just like, just let the devs release it whenever. Like, I feel oversaturated. I'm the similar boat as Trevor, man. Like, I just feel oversaturated with information about games. I'd rather be pleasantly surprised, like when stuff comes out, Like Apex Legends, I would have been hyped to just be like, here's the new Legend Octane, whoa! But because I was following that community, right in the middle of it, everyone's like, yeah, man, the new Legends Octane, we know all his abilities already. Like 3 weeks before he's released. Now I'm just sitting there waiting, like, fuck, I wish I could play Octane. Whereas one day I could just log on and like suddenly he's there. Like, oh, cool. Thanks, man.
Apex is easy.
Hell yeah, man. But yeah, like, even Mordhau. I hadn't heard a fucking thing about that game. Walked into it blind. And I've been walking into a lot of games that I just kind of pick up blindly, and I'm having a lot more fun with them. Like, not knowing it's just nice. Just to walk in, no expectations. And if the game sucks, the game sucks. It's whatever. I don't give a fuck. But at least I have the option, like the chance to experience something new without, an internet page telling me whatever. I still don't care if people do it. I just don't want it in my face. I'd rather just leave it alone and let the devs do their thing. You know? That's my little thought. On data mining. Kurt Dude coming in says, I've been kicked in the dick a lot of times during Taekwondo for years. A lot of sparring matches ended with being kicked in the dick. I almost bit my tongue in half for being hit in the chin with my tongue out. Ew. Oh, fuck. Nikes. Holy shnikes. I used to not care about data mining, but now I really dislike it. It ruins the surprise of announcements and the hype that the company would have generated for that said announcement. I understand that data mining generates hype to some degree, but I think it kind of disrespects the effort that teams have to put in the new thing. Yeah, and like also, you know, Apex, like there was stuff in that game that the devs were just like, yeah, we just like left the old test files in there. Like some of that shit is never coming out. So you're generating hype potentially for something that's never gonna fucking happen. It's just a cluttery way. It's like digging through a dev's fucking junk drawer almost. Like, yeah, you find cool shit, and you could talk about it, but sometimes you just find that old fucking dusty paperclip and like, what the fuck is this? Ruins the.
It's domination. Bring it back.
No, not domination.
Oh man.
Oh fuck. What about you, Bryce? What are your thoughts on data mining?
You know, a lot of the data mining shit is like in my mind has only been Smite. I used to check it out when I was in the League of Legends, but it's been so long that I don't remember it as much, but it's pretty much the same way since they're the same game. This is a new god, you know, new skins, like shit that's potentially coming out. And it's not always spoiled for you with a new god because there's so many like this might be the ability shits in there when it's data mined. But it doesn't, if anything, I think I'm still on the old way, I think that Trevor thought, is that it's still, I read data mine shit, and then it gets me excited for that stuff that's coming. And then when patch notes are shown, I'm excited for that stuff that I have an idea is coming, whether it comes or not. So to me, it doesn't ruin anything. I still get excited by it. If it wasn't data mined, I wouldn't care. If it is data mined, I'll look at it. I'm not mad that it's data mined or anything like that. I think that's the one thing. Oh, data mining. Well, don't click the fucking post that you know is data mining. Don't play a game that's hard difficulty. If you don't want to play a game that's hard difficulty, you literally
just turn
have
off your monitor, idiot.
You literally have the control at your fingers to fucking you know, it's like the motherfucking old fucking AOL Instant Messenger fucking AOL fucking click here to win $1 million. Oh fuck, gotta click it. Like, just don't fucking click it. If you are mad about data mining, don't look at it. But for me, I get hyped about it. I still like it because I want to know what's coming. And then either way, you know, I get excited. So keep it coming. Keep the data mining coming.
Fair enough.
All right. I feel that energy. All right. That's, the way of the way of the less wise me.
When Trevor's reformed, that's his feeling. When it's triggered Trevor.
Oh, data mining. Boo. Boo.
Gets excited every scrap of information. Like, I get it, you know. When you really like are into a game, every scrap of info you can get, you're like, fuck yeah, give that to me. Give me that good shit right into an IV. But I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just
give me cute anime girl skins right in an IV.
Oh, cheapy bra.
Yeah. And now we got fucking Bryce 2019. No idea what Merlin's abilities are. Queuing up rank conquest. Like, let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah, man. All those times V2, yeah, man, I'm gonna get into ranked, and then you just like, I'm not gonna do that. Never mind, it's too stressful. Now you're like, fucking, let's do it.
Fucking.
Dude, what are this guy's abilities?
That would never invite me either.
Yeah. You're not on it fucking 2, 3 a.m. Dude, I fucking played with Rick till 4 a.m., woke up, still drunk, went to Renaissance Festival. Shannon says, you want a beer? Oh, fucking don't tempt me with a good time.
Absolutely, I do.
I gotta check. I'm pretty sure I played a ranked game the other night. Let's check out Rally Trelly here. Normal assault, normal joust 2 days ago. Oh no. Okay, all right. Maybe I didn't play rank. Maybe I did good.
Maybe
I did
imagine
good.
that assault was a ranked assault.
Let me check. Let me check the big boy. This could go downhill quickly. Normal conquest. Okay. All right. I didn't play. Good job, me. I
job,
did
dude.
not get drunk and play.
Bryce is learning. Drunk Bryce is learning. That's good to
I
see.
did go 9-15 though with Rick. So there's that.
Ew. Well, that's like a regular arena game for me, though. You're all right.
You're right. You're right.
Horace Main Willow coming in says a good dick kick, puts it in quotations, so it's maybe not a dick kick.
I mean, is it a dick kick or not a dick
Yeah,
kick?
did it get kicked in the dick? Like this is the come on now. It was a good dick kick I witnessed, but I was not involved in. During a get together with my friends, a group was gathered around a TV for a while, and a few played some pool. During a shot, my friend pointed out that if he hit it right, he would nail someone across the room. About 20 minutes later, a ball went flying across the room and nailed an unexpected person right in the bits. Right in the Twitch donation. Coming at you.
Oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
Okay, so it wasn't a kick, but it was a good testicle slap. Came a tricycle really quick, you know? Understandable. Let's just say some curse words were said and pain was had while the rest of us laughed until we cried. As for data mining, I personally don't care, but as a content creator, it kind of sucks because when it shows up, you have to see what it is. Yeah, that's true. For sure.
Depends on what kind of content creator you are and shit like that.
Yeah, if you're like into a
50-50.
game and there's data mining for that game, like you're gonna get spoiled for you one way or the other.
You know, I've been thinking for weeks trying to come up with a dick kick story. I'm struggling. The only time I can think of isn't even a dick kick story. It's just like playing Little League. I was playing catcher, and one time missed the ball, got me right in the goods, and luckily it was like the last throw of the game, and I remember I just walked off like somewhere. I just fucked off somewhere, and I was like crying. I was hurting so bad, and then like people were trying to find me, and I was just off like holding my nuts somewhere. It's the only thing I can remember. You know, but I'm down to kick someone's dick if the need comes. If the need rises,
Sure.
I'll throw dick kicks.
Practical, man. Dude's bigger than you coming at you. Well, you know, everyone's got a dick.
Nah, if dude's smaller than me, I'm kicking him in the dick too. Fuck him.
Not
Hey,
if
get
you're
the-
Don't
tight.
come at me.
Lift
Not,
off.
no dick.
Call that the space shuttle. Up you go. I can't remember a time that I really kicked someone in the dick good, but like in high school, one of my buddies, kind of a dick, how he would say hello to me, he was like every once in a while he'd just come up fucking knee me in the balls as hard as he could. Be like, hey Flynn, how was calculus? And you know, thought that was the fucking peak of comedy.
Nah, I hate that shit. That's
Fuck
like
that.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's one thing to fucking give you a whole nut tap bitch slap, but the fucking knee and the nuts, come on, that's a little bit overboard.
Yeah, first time I was like,
I've
aha,
always
good
seen that
joke.
shit and
About the
just been like,
20th time, I'm
question
like, man, nuts are sore.
Uh-huh,
Fuck off real quick.
You know, fucking
Right.
headbutt?
20th time, it develops into a fetish. It's like, oh wait, hold on.
Dude.
This
Maybe,
story got
maybe
weird.
you like me in the butt. No, that's a word. Okay.
Wait, start that over, Flint?
Yeah.
I mean,
let's rewind that one real quick. I think you know what we should end the podcast. You know, on that note.
that headache's getting the best of you, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I'm take a nap.
What we got for next week? What's next week?
Yeah, next week. So I played a bit of Mordhau. One part of that game is there is friendly fire on, which is extremely noticeable in this game because everyone's swinging around broadswords like drunken toddlers. So you get clipped a lot. How do you guys feel about friendly fire in video games? Do you feel like it detracts from the experience, or are you more like super into the realism? You know, like you're playing like a gritty war game, and you know it's supposed to be realistic, and in real combat situations, you could shoot your buddy accidentally. Or are you more like, bro, I just want to play a video game. I don't care. If my bullets magically don't hit my friends, that would be dope. What are your thoughts on that? I was definitely okay with it as a kid. Kind of annoyed by it now. So I want to hear what you guys think about that, and we'll make sure to post that in the community challenge section. Right now, probably.
If I could new alt my teammates, I'd probably do it.
You're drunk, 2 a.m. drunk, you probably would. Yeah. Yeah, that all being said, that's the end of the episode. Trevor, thanks very much for stopping by. Come by to record.
Hey, my pleasure.
Bryce, thanks for coming. Coming, buddy. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah, I'm sorry. I've been MIA a couple weeks. Trevor. Flint's probably just as upset as you. He just won't act like it like you do. But
Here's the problem. You're going to finally come back and play this week, and I'm going to be in Florida. And then by the time I get back, you're going to be gone again. Because that's what happened last Thanksgiving. You finally came back for Thanksgiving. Oh, my God.
Flint, we got to finish Dead Island. We got to start Riptide before Trevor gets back.
Oh, yeah. No, that's me. We'll finish that out. No problem.
Dude, I'm bringing my computer with me on the plane now. Fuck y'all. I'll be in Discord the whole time. Wait.
Fans fucking go.
As soon as I see those green lights go.
Oh, hell yeah. All right. Thank you, Whammies, for listening this week. You made it to the end of the episode. Congratulations. I'll plug our shit for a little bit, and then we can get the fuck out of here.
Got Game of Thrones to watch.
Got Game of Thrones coming up. Yeah. You want to check out some SQA stuff? SQApodcast.com has everything you need. So first place to check out would be there. If you want to follow the podcast on Twitter, you could do so at SideQuest Arcade. If you want to go to our Facebook page, we do have one. It exists. It gets updated occasionally. You want to chat to the hosts? You know, maybe
I had to click a button. I had to click a button on a Facebook group to be like, "Dude, you haven't posted. This is gonna be deactivated." I'm like, "No, I'm still here. I'm gonna post on it someday."
I think I did on like a couple episodes ago.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to chat to the host, maybe, come hang out with the other whammies, great spot to do that would be our Discord. There are invite links to that on the description of every episode and pretty much everywhere that is SideQuest Arcade. And I would highly recommend you do because it's a good hangout spot. Limited time, we are also selling shower curtains with my face on it. So if you want to get one of those at the Teespring store, you can. Or don't.
It's a good buy. It's a good buy.
Or don't. That's fine, too.
I really wish it was a body pillow. That would have been a good idea.
I mean...
Hey!
I have the option
the future,
to make one, say.
For the future, you're right.
Future, maybe we'll do what bed accoutrement do you want? This year's syrup face. Anyway, yeah. You want to follow myself on Twitter, you can do so at Micromanty. You want to follow Trevor at Twitter, you can follow him at WarHatesPeace. And if you want to follow Bryce on Twitter, you can follow him at _Silent Reveries. Mind the underscore, it's very important. Of course, we have two hosts that aren't here today. You want to follow Matt, you can follow him at MadmanMattYT. And you want to follow Brian.
For however much longer. I mean, you never know what it'll be next week.
It could be different. We don't know.
It's a secret.
And if you want to follow Brian, you can follow him at SQA_happiness. With that all being said, thank you very much. We'll see you next week in the SideQuest Arcade. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Peace.